Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation. Make sure you guys go check me out on Bigo. The link's in the description. Over there, I could be raw and uncut. You know, I don't have to worry about the algorithms and about all the censorship and stuff. So I've been doing stuff over on Bigo, and I'll start doing a live over there, and I'll be announcing the dates on my Instagram. So Big Herc 916 on Bigo, check me out. You know, I do these videos, I give up a lot of free game. I try to elevate people, whether it's spiritually, physically, emotionally, and I don't claim to be perfect. I'm not a Bible thumper. I don't try to push religion. I don't act like I'm holier than thou. I've made mistakes, but I try to share things in my life that can maybe wake other people up so they'll make better choices in their life. And I had an interesting conversation with a young man, and I'm gonna share that conversation. I'm not gonna give you his name, but I thought it was quite interesting on how it went and what this gentleman took from my videos, and then how I had to kind of break down some things to explain to him because of just the realities we create within ourselves and the world around us. And not everybody's reality is the same, and that's why some people have a certain level of success, some don't. Some people are miserable, some people get caught up in different things. You know, it's a lot of different things, you know, variables out there. But anyways, hey Big Herc, I've just gotten through watching your video titled Embrace Your Inner Self, and I felt what you were saying when you said that you feel that there is more to life than just working 5 to 6 days a week, clocking in and out, occasionally traveling. I feel the same way, and I feel like most humans aren't thinking that way. We just go along with the program. I think it's interesting you said that, because I have to ask you, what do you do for a living? I ask because you're a convicted felon, you live in California, where rent is high and cost of living is expensive. Do you work for a retail or logistics company, or do you work for yourself, or you have your own business? If so, how did you get there? You need money to make money. I said I work for myself and initially did sales. I hustled my book and wrote, and I did personal training. Then later on he said, I'm just now seeing this, and cool. I'm proud of you, Big Herc. Like, really proud of you for being able to bounce back. I asked you because my dad is a felon. He works at Domino's, and all of his life he seemed to hustle on the streets by selling CDs and DVDs, but it doesn't work for him anymore. He always had ideas about owning his own business, but I don't think it'll work for him. One minute he thought of owning a store, lawn company. He used to wash cars. He also said he had dreams of driving those trailer trucks. Morning, Herc. You did 2 videos that I feel you don't care about black people's plight with racism in America. Number 1, titled Big Herc, Stop Crying, You're Not a Victim. And black people don't need your pity party. And also the video about defunding the police. You seem like you're talking the police side over ours. And I find it hypocritical that you're pro-police, but you robbed a bank. I'm not judging you. I actually sympathize with you because I don't know what your situation was, and I grew up poor, and all my life I said that if I wasn't going to be successful the legal way, I'll rob a bank, but I'm actually finna get a trade, man. Your videos do make me think, but I feel you don't care about the black community issues in relation to police and poverty. What do you have to say about that? And I said, thank you for your opinion. It's what makes all of us different and how we can learn from each other's experiences. You can call me what you want, but just because the reality I was brought up in and how I feel about life doesn't take away from what I share with people around the world. I'm creating positive change. Are you doing the same? Yeah, that's a good question, Big Herc. I'm working on it. I've signed up for Job Corps, and I've already had orientation. In May sometime, I should receive a call on when to start. But I hope you don't think I'm trolling you. I don't mean to offend you in any way. I'm just trying to grow. Blah, blah, blah. If you want to grow, put yourself in environments that make you feel uncomfortable. so you can get used to it, because when you start making money, you will not see a lot of familiar faces. Okay, but when you say environments that make you feel uncomfortable, give me an example. Well, when I had very little money, I would drive out to Malibu and put myself around money. I let go of my ego and put myself around people who had more financial success than myself. I didn't look at race, but yes, these people were white. Oftentimes, I would ask questions and try to figure out what I can do to create my own wealth. I focused on future success, not the past, which I could not change. Oh, okay, that's interesting. When you said you had to let go of your ego, you mean your ego off possibly being embarrassed as a man and as a human being to be seen with so little money versus people with 7-digit homes? And that's why I had to ask you the other day about how, as an ex-con, you've been fortunate to do what most ex-cons don't do. No offense when I say big hurt, but I know of no better word. But again, I'm proud that you have a crib with a swimming pool. I always wanted those things in my life, and I'm working towards it now. I've grown up poor too and seen the best of both worlds too. I'm from Atlanta, lived in the hood and suburbs and in the country. Never made it past 8th grade, almost gave up until earlier this year, blah, blah, blah. And, I want to get a trade. Once I get my GED and a skill, I'm going to move. Yes, you have to get over being judged by your pocketbook. Wealthy is a state of mind. Most people are poor mentally, which makes them poor physically. You have to believe that what you vision is normal until you in your reality, even if you don't yet physically possess the things you want. Once you create the energy, the universe will put in play ways for you to achieve your goals and dreams. And then he said, yes, and that's what I'm doing now, Big Hurt. I'm dreaming right now, and I'm writing my plan as I type. I've been on Realtor and Zillow looking for nice homes, swimming pools, and garages. They have good deals. My plan is to get a good job and get a trade. Blah, 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 stack my chips. For example, take a step back and basically look at your life. And so, I was trying to lace. He goddamn beat on me, man. But yeah, man, you don't have to grow up with hatred in your heart. I mean, I've seen good and bad in a bunch of different places, whether it's, we talk about in the black community, we talk about with law enforcement. I've seen homies get shot at. I've been shot at by another black person, a black guy, just another hood dude. And then I've been in a situation where the police took us behind a old grocery store and slapped my homeboy in the dark and threatened to sick the K9 unit on us. So I've been in both situations. It didn't make me hate all police though, just like being shot at by another black man from the hood didn't make me hate all black men from the hood. I realized that there's bad apples in every bunch. People make mistakes, and just because I've had to endure what I did in life, I robbed the bank and did some stupid stuff, it doesn't mean that I just give up, that I have to bow down and just be some laborer, which a lot of people would expect, because they don't expect anybody to have gone through and spent a decade in prison to get out and have any high level of success. I tell you guys all the time, I had a vision board, and the COs would go in the cell. It wasn't my cell, it was their cell, and they would look at the wall and the pictures and try to figure out, how is this guy going to get out of here after almost being gone for a decade and acquire these things? And I didn't know actually precisely how I was going to get them, but now I'm chilling in my pool. I'm enjoying the good life in Arizona. I'm out here with my wife, got a nice little car collection going, building a business. I got a brand. I stay positive, man. I don't talk to people who are mad at life, people who are jealous of other people because they have nice things, people who are complaining all the time. I stay away from them people, man. I've tightened my circle so tight that, if a mouse was to fart, it'd whistle. That's how tight my circle is, because I don't have time for just the bad energy, man. You can't. Now when you're at the top, now when you're trying to, elevate yourself, and that's where I'm at mentally. And so, I do Fresh Out to show you guys perspectives of people who had overcome adversity. And, I don't glorify the prison. I don't have people talking about how many people they shot before they got arrested and, how many kilos they sold. If they made money, whatever, okay, now it's about what you're doing now, life after. That's what I focus on. And so, when I put those videos out, they don't get as much hits as a lot of other stuff because I don't glorify it. And over here, I put out so much positive energy, but yet the videos don't get shared like they should, and they don't get the hits. But I'm not promoting a lot of the stuff which is the narrative. So at the end of the day, I do this out of like my heart, as my mission. I feel that I'm a vessel for God. I'm a conduit for God, for the universe. And when I do these videos, they're not scripted. All this stuff is coming through my head. Just it's almost like I'm being fed this information to put out to you guys. And I'm just another human being, man. I mean, I didn't. My mom, it wasn't like I had a terrible childhood, but it wasn't like, I also didn't have certain things I felt maybe could have helped me grow a little bit different as far as being a man, having that male figure. There were men around, but it wasn't like how I see things now. And that's why when I sit back and reflect on how, if I was going to build a little Herc 5.0, I would add all these different upgrades. And so I try to share with you guys the upgrades, so when you are dealing with your children around you, you can add these upgrades so that your kids will be greater. Because I would always want anybody as far as around me to be greater, or to maximize their potential, or a child to be the best they could. And so I want you guys out there that watch these videos as young people to see that certain things are a dead end, certain people are dead end. There are parents that are garbage, there are friends that are garbage, there are people that are garbage. That's just life. But there are great people out there too. There are great parents. There are very inspirational friends that you can have around you, and you just got to find them. And you got to listen, and you got to separate. And I tell you right now, there's more negative than positive. There's a lot more negative. It's easy to talk about people and knock them down and talk negative, but it's harder to congratulate. It's harder to inspire. It's harder to elevate. And so, when you start talking about helping people, that's a whole nother ball game. When you start talking about elevation of consciousness, that's a different league, man. And when you get up in success and you get around people 7, 8, 9 figures who are just very successful, who run businesses, and you see their attitude totally different than somebody who's talking about a stimulus check, complaining about the cell phone, or talking trash about somebody they went to high school with. I mean, dude, get over it. But at the end of the day, man, I just want to share that conversation. Young man, it sounds like Pop's been through the system. He's trying to figure it out. And sometimes, it can be a rough journey, man. I'm just saying, don't give up. Don't give up. It's never too late. Dude, I'm close to 50, and I'm still out here. I'm excited about life, man. I see some people, man, they threw in the towel. They like, oh man, I'm retired. Sit around, the body deteriorating. They got muscle atrophy. They just eat whatever, because they're like, so what? I can eat what I want to now. I can do what I want. I'm like, man, that's it? And so when something happens, you want everybody to feel sorry for you because you threw in the towel? Dude, don't ever throw the towel in, man. Don't ever throw the towel in. I mean, life is, man. I met a guy, man, he was 83 years old, driving a Ford GT40, a stick, and still getting out there making a do, man. So, dude, he's damn near 90 and still like going strong, man. There's no excuses in life, man. There's no excuses. So stop making excuses, man, and make some positive changes, man. Big Herc 916.
Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.
Welcome to Volts TV, If you're fed up with paying cable companies and streaming apps too much money every month for limited content, then Vault TV is the solution you've been waiting for. Vault TV uses our innovative software to connect you with up to 17,000 live TV channels from over 50 countries worldwide. Watch up to 100,000 movies on demand, up to 5,000 TV shows with over 120,000 episodes, live sports, news, and so much more. Starting as low as $12.99 per month and no need for a cable guy to come to your home, it's never been a better time to make the switch to Vault TV. Save money and have the full freedom to control your home entertainment your way. Visit us at vaulttv.com and start saving money today.
What up? Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation. And I'm really big into cars, and I've been working with a lot of companies doing little sponsorships. Well, I recently got a sponsorship by Muscle Up Car Detail. Shout out to Muscle Up. And this is the latest and greatest. It's non-chemical, water-based car detail. And I'll have the link in the description, but I'm going to be doing a lot of promo for them. So make sure you check out the videos. But this stuff actually works really well. As you can see, the M6 is pretty dirty. And, car detail, use it in between washes. Sometimes you don't want to, pull out the water hose or go through the actual drive-through. Well, a good way to kind of supplement that in between is to use like a car detail spray. So I'm gonna spray a section of the car and kind of let you see what it does. So if you're not familiar with detailing, check out the website. It kind of tells you a little bit, but you spray a little bit on, wipe a section of the car. And like I said, this car is pretty dirty because I haven't washed it in a week. But if you look at that, now I'm gonna flip the rag over, and always use like a microfiber. I'm gonna flip it over, kind of rub it in right here, but you can see it actually works really well. Doesn't streak. I mean, man, it leaves a nice little shine. Now if you compare that to the other side, this is actually a really good detail product, comparable to a lot of the stuff you have on the market. And go to the website. The website's in the links in the description. muscleupcardetailspray.com. Man, some of the best stuff I've used on my cars, and I'm really big into keeping my cars clean and detailed. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and holler back.